Rhode Islanders are voting on several statewide ballots today, including whether to expand casino gambling in Newport. Question 1 would allow table games at Newport Grand, while question 2 would block Newport Grand from changing its location unless it gets approval from voters. Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell continues our in-depth Campaign 2014 coverage from the newsroom now.
This afternoon, I talked with people on both sides of this issue. Everybody says they're confident in their chances tonight.
No problem.
At Bowen's Wharf, volunteers who oppose table games at Newport Grand are making last-minute phone calls trying to get out the vote.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Nearby, people who support table games in a proposed $40 million renovation project are campaigning outside of polling places.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of good feedback. This was certainly a hot button issue.
People voting yes on question 1 say it will create jobs.
I think at the end of the day, we're looking to save 175 jobs that are currently there. We're looking to create at least 350 new jobs. And we're looking to provide the city of Newport with a lot of tax revenue, as well as the state.
But people voting no on question 1 believe the casino expansion would hurt local businesses.
It's an unfair playing field, so we're fighting to defend and to keep Newport the wonderful historic location it's always been.
Question 2 also deals with Newport Grand. A yes vote means the gaming facility wouldn't be able to move to a new location unless it gets voter approval. In order for the casino expansion to move forward, both Newport voters and statewide voters have to approve it. In the newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.
Our Campaign 2014 coverage continues now with a closer look at the other big questions Rhode Islanders will decide on today's ballot. WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi is here to break them down. Question 3, Ted. Both sides spent a lot of money, but it sounds like something out of the 1700s when you think about it. Constitutional Convention.
Yeah, Rhode Islanders could have a new group of founding fathers if voters approve question 3 today. Every 10 years, Rhode Island voters are asked if they want to call a convention to look at changing how the state government works. Last one was in 1986. Supporters, as you say, a lot of money being spent. The supporters say a convention will allow for reforms. The opponents say it could infringe on the rights of minority groups. And now if a convention is approved today, there will be another election, a special election, probably next year, to choose 75 delegates to go to that convention.
All right, let's talk about the other 4 questions that will ask permission to borrow money. We've heard about the struggling economy for so many years, Ted, yet voters keep approving the questions. Why?
Usually these pass. I think people often decide they like the idea of what's on the ballot. They don't necessarily look at the full amount of it. But so we have right here a combined price tag of almost $250 million for today's bonds questions. Let's go through those. Question number 4 is the big enchilada. This is to borrow $125 million to build a new engineering school at the University of Rhode Island. School says its current facility is out of date, and big employers are pushing for this bond question as well. Question number 5 would borrow $35 million to help arts and cultural groups, and most of the millions in it are already earmarked for specific organizations like Water, Fire, and Trinity Rep, but some would be saved for a new grant program. Question 6 would also borrow $35 million, this one to build and renovate mass transit hubs in Providence, including revamping Kennedy Plaza bus hub and redeveloping the Amtrak train station there. And the last question, this is number 7, would borrow $53 million to fund water treatment projects, buy up open space, and make various improvements at Roger Williams Park and Zoo. So about $250 million almost among all 4 questions.
All right, there's a lot there. Of course, the polls are still open for another 2 hours. Ted Nesi, thank you very much. Kelly?